Thank you, Mr. Martin, for participating in this project.
Glad to be a part of it.
Okay. Mr. Martin, would you begin by telling us a little about yourself and where you were born and where you were raised?
I was born in Marion here. I was raised in the West Marion community, not far from here, and I went to Mountain View Elementary High School, grades 1 through 10, and my last 2 years I went to Marion High School, which is now East Junior High on State Street.
You attended the Mountain View High School, which was a segregated school. Do you have special memories of this?
Certainly do. That's where I learned to read and write, and I had good teachers, good administrators. It was just a fun time. I was in a good class. I just enjoyed the whole experience. But at the same time, I went to Marion High my last 2 years, and I hope I'm not getting ahead of myself, which was in Marion, the first time black students went to school with white students. I enjoyed that. That was a good experience for me also.
Okay. Were the sports teams at Mountain View High, did they play other schools?
Yes, we played teams in Morganton, Hickory, Spindale, Asheville, as far away as Newton Conover, Canton. Yes, we participated in sports, in basketball and baseball. We didn't have a football team.
Was this school administered by the same superintendent?
Yes, it was. I believe it was Mr. Bean back then, and it may have been another superintendent of public schools even before him, but I remember Mr. Bean being superintendent at that time.
Integration of the schools occurred in the 1960s. You were part of the first class from Mountain View High School that attended Marion High School. How difficult was this?
I was in the 11th grade, and I played basketball for Marion High, but that was just a part of it. I developed new friendships with white students that are still, active today, and it was just it helped me grow up and see another side of society, and I put all the best parts of both my experiences at Mountain View and Marion High together, and I think it made me a better person. I didn't get the impression people were afraid. If they were, I wasn't aware of it. I feel like we were accepted fairly well at Marion High School. We had no racial problems. It was just for me, and I can only speak for myself, it was just a good, wholesome experience. No, I don't feel like since Brown versus the Board of Education in 1954, the people were in a big rush for integration, because we had, for us, perfect school at Mountain View. Hudgens, then Mountain View, the school board, which governed both the white school system and the black school system. Well, it wasn't but one black school, Mountain View, Hudgens and Mountain View, saw fit to build us a new school at one point. And we had a brand new state-of-the-art school at that time. So, wasn't no, we were in a good situation, had good teachers, good administration, good athletic teams. No, it wasn't no big rush to run to integration just because the law passed in 1954, and it was 1965, 11 years before there was integration in Marion. But it wasn't anything anybody was necessarily pushing. I was looking for What I thought then would be a better opportunity to attend Marion High School, because at Hudgens and Mountain View, we graduated individuals that went on to be very successful individuals, doctors, lawyers, everything. So, but in 1965, I felt like, and basketball being the main reason at that time, would have been a good time for me to switch to Marion High, and it all just came together. It's been sort of divine for me over all these years. It's I just can't explain it. It's just like the Lord meant for me to be where I am, you know, and as hard as I fought against his plans, he saw to it that I got here anyway, so.
What year did you graduate high school from Marion?
I graduated high school in 1967. We were called the Rippers then, Marion High Rippers, and I just have some wondrous memories of those days. Then I went on to Winston-Salem State University and got my undergraduate degree, and then I went to Western Carolina University and got my master's degree, which enabled me to be a guidance counselor at the consolidated McDowell High School that we have today.
Was your experience with integration the reason you became a teacher and a guidance counselor?
I can't say that it made me want to be a teacher. It didn't make me want to be a coach. I thought I was going to be a basketball coach, but out of the corner of my eyes, when I was going to Marion High School, I saw a job a gentleman was doing. His name was Glenn Duncan. He was the guidance counselor. And I said, and I always, in the back of my mind, I always said, if I didn't make it as a coach or I didn't really want to be in a classroom, but I wanted to be in a position where I could make a difference anyway, I'd like to be a guidance counselor. And I guess it just worked out that's what happened. And my work in the public schools, I always felt that every kid should have a chance to succeed. That's where I came from, and I felt like if I could make it in college, you know, the other kids could make it in college. All they need is a chance, and I worked to make sure that every child, if they came in my office, that you have a chance, that just because you live over here, over in East Marion, over in Clinchfield, over in Crossmill, over in West Marion, you were just as good as anybody else, and you deserved a chance, and I worked to make sure that the kids had that chance.
Okay. Thank you so much for being a part of this program.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, sir.